day 13. So, today, as it's day 13, I'm reviewing, well, it had to be a film in the Friday series. So I thought I'd review one of my least favourites in this series for once. And that is Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Directed by Adam Marcus, starring John D. Lee Kari Keegan, Erin Gray, Alison Smith, Stephen Culp, Stephen Williams, and Kane Hodder as Jason. So, this is the 9th installment in the Friday the 13th franchise, and it is the first one that was done by New Line after Paramount, after the disappointment of Part 8. Paramount was embarrassed by Jason and sold him off to New Line, and Jason made Paramount millions of money, with the whole franchise. But yeah, New Line, I think, really ruined the series for me. So yeah, Jason is back again from unexplained resurrection, what have you, and after he was melted away in Part 8. So Jason is back in Crystal Lake. He's out on the kill, but then it turns out the typical cliche woman who was staying at Crystal Lake, she just set up a trap for Jason, and the next thing you know, they blow him to pieces and they think they've killed him. Then at the coroner's office, they get all the parts of Jason, and for some reason one of the coroners is really tempted to eat the heart, and then next thing, Jason spends the rest of the film jumping from body to body until the finale, because he can only be resurrected by a true Voorhees. So, and that is his half-sister Diana Kimball. Okay, so let's get down to the likes and dislikes. First I'm going to do the dislikes, because, the dislikes, I did not like how limited the full physical form of Jason's screen time was. He was only in 2 sequences, the opening scene and the finale. After that, people were just taking it in turns playing him, going from body to body, until he looked like some weird gargoyle-like creature, then crawled into the body, into his half-sister Diane Kimball's vagina, when she's dead, when some guy moved her body there to make a better story and that. I didn't like that. I just didn't like this one much at all. But the likes, however, I like the opening scene and the finale when we see Jason full form. I like the appearance of Jason this time. He was wearing like a boiler suit, hockey mask with like welded into his face. Also, I liked the Easter egg that they had of the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the Book of the Dead from the Evil Dead franchise. I like that Easter egg, and that would have probably one day been, a teaser for Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, but it could still happen, it's not too late, And I like the very end, when Freddy's hand, his bladed glove, resurfaces just to grab Jason's mask and drags it back into hell. And that sets the events for Freddy vs. Jason. Of course, before we had that crossover, they both had another solo film each. But yeah, it was a long 10 year, that set the events for the long 10-year wait of Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, so apart from that, that's all my likes and dislikes on this film. I just didn't, yeah, it's the 9th film in the Friday series, but I feel like, Kane Hodder, I think he is the best Jason ever, but I feel, but I just wish he'd had better stories to work with, because, Part 7 was alright, but then Part 8, and then when New Line bought it and stuff, it started to just go downhill for me from there. I like Freddy vs. Jason though, but that's another. We're on about the 9th film, Jason Goes to Hell. So, yeah, also, I didn't like Duke. How the hell? Duke, he was some black guy hunter that was hunting Jason or something, and he knew exactly how to kill him, and how the hell does he know that? I didn't like a lot of the characters in this. They were poorly developed, some of them. Kane Hodder, though, did a great job as Jason in his 2 sequences he was in. He also had a cameo without his mask on as a security guard. He did, look that up. He was a security guard as well. So yeah, now for my ratings. I'm going to give Jason Goes to Hell the Final Friday. I'm just going to give it, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give this 2.5 Jason Hearts out of 5. So that's been day 13 of 31. So now because we had horror talk yesterday on the Friday the 13th series, it's now time to get on to reviewing. Let's just get on to day 14 of 31. So, stick around. Okay, so day 14, I'm reviewing Wrong Turn, directed by Rob Schmidt or something, starring Eliza Dusk, Desmond Harrington, Emmanuel or something. I'm not going to try and get that name right. Jeremy Sisto and Kevin Zegars. So this is a cannibalistic horror. Basically it's The Hills Have Eyes in the Woods, and this film, this was like the start of the Wrong Turn franchise. From Wrong Turn 3 it has not been as good, the prequels and that, but hey, I still find it a watchable series. But we're talking about the first one. So basically what it is these groups of friends, they go into the woods, they get lost when they take a wrong turn, and they find themselves hunted down by inbred mutant cannibal hillbillies that want to eat them. And they've done it like loads of times to loads of people. The 3 hillbillies are like brothers, and their names are, there's Three Fingers, who is a series regular, Sawtooth and One Eye. So basically they're all getting picked off one by one, and they have to try and get out of the woods and try and escape from the cannibals. So let's get on to the likes and dislikes about this film. What I liked about this was, I like the performances in this from Eliza Dusk, who I know as Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I liked her performance in this film as the protagonist and the final girl. I also enjoyed, the cannibal hillbillies, Three Fingers especially. I also like that, hyena-like laugh they do. And yeah, there's a lot of gore and that in it, killing and stuff. And I also liked the the mid-credit scenes. There is a mid-credit scene where a deputy pulls up at the whole cabin and finds that there is only one still alive. And it's Three Fingers who comes back in the sequels. He's called Three Fingers because he bit his little finger off, so Three Fingers, hence the name. And it was like, they were being hunted and the cannibals were the hunters. My dislikes on this is, see, when it's a good film, it's hard to think of a dislike. And I can't really think of anything to dislike apart from a few dumb decisions were made in this film. But with it being a slasher, as well, you gotta like, that's what comes into it, when they make dumb decisions and stuff. So I guess that's like a downer, but apart from that, I've enjoyed this film a lot. And I do think Wrong Turn 2 is slightly better, but them two are my main favourite films in the series. So yes, that's been my review on Wrong Turn, and this has been day 14. So that's pretty much it from today. So we've had days 13 and 14. So be sure to join me tomorrow for day 15, and yeah, we'll be back on and running with one review a day until next Saturday when it's a double feature. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Let me know your thoughts on this film on these two films down in the comments if you want. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. I also have a Facebook horror group that you can join, and also all my social media links, Facebook and Twitter, they're all linked down below. So yeah, be sure to do all that, and until next time, don't have nightmares.